Hello everyone! Today I want to share with y'all my top picks from Holo Taco in preparation for the upcoming royalty sale that will start on Saturday, April 26th. These aren't my favorite Holo Taco polishes of all time because Holo Taco's best polishes tend to be limited edition or retired. Maybe one day I'll share my all-time favorites so we can reminisce on what we've lost, but for now I'm going to be sharing my favorites from their current permanent catalog. More information about the sale will be in the description below because I doubt I'm anyone's first source of information on that, so I don't want to waste your time, so let's just get started. Going in sort of a rainbow order, first up is Private Villa. This polish is described as a red-pink jelly holographic shimmer with hot pink reflective glitters. To my eyes, in indirect light or shade, this polish looks more red and you can see a beautiful golden shimmer running throughout, but with flash or direct light where you can see the hot pink reflective glitters, it makes this polish appear more pink leaning. Overall, a beautiful color for the summer. Next up is Jam Session, which is a red coral shade with pink iridescent micro shimmer in a crushed holographic formula. The combination of all the elements in this polish gives me strawberry vibes, or strawberry jam, I guess is more fitting. The crushed holo formula is amazing and super easy to work with. You also don't need to use a peel-off base or the soak-off method. It's gonna remove very easily, which is another plus. I feel like this polish is pretty unique as well. I don't know of any dupes from other brands. Next up is a Holo Taco classic. We have Menchie The Cat. This is a baby pink holographic glitter polish packed with 3 different sizes of silver and pink holo glitters in a clear base. This OG holo glitter formula is so good. It's my favorite Holo Taco formula of all time, so it makes me sad that a lot of them have been retired. As you can see, this polish is so pretty and super blingy. It's a very icy, cool-toned pink, and normally I prefer warmer pinks, but there's something about this one that I just love. It's a classic for a reason. Next up, if you're into warmer shades, we have Coral Chaser. This is a linear holographic polish with warm pink, red, and orange tones. Holo Taco's linear holographics are one of their best-selling formulas, and you can see why. It goes on very smoothly and fully opaque in just 2 coats. I used to not be a big fan of linear holos because they can be underwhelming if not in direct light, but they've really grown on me over time. And with summer coming up, this one is going to be super gorgeous in the sun. The next polish that is up is Bottle Service. This is a warm, shiny gold polish in a shimmer metallic formula with gold microflakes and gold holo glitter. I love this polish so much, but having gold on all my fingers is a bit too bold for me, but I love this polish as an accent nail color. If you do all your nails black and paint just your ring finger with Bottle Service, trust me, that combo is elegance and class. Bottle Service will pair well with pretty much any color, especially any shade from the After Party collection. This is the perfect shade of gold for me. I love how sparkly it is with the addition of the gold holo glitters. And if you're bolder than me, you can wear this on all 5 or 10 fingers and that would be stunning as well. Up next, one of my favorite Holo Taco polishes, we have Never Tied Down. This is a turquoise jelly polish with iridescent flakes, holographic glitter, and crushed holo. In my opinion, this is one of Holo Taco's most unique polishes in their permanent lineup, and it is so gorgeous. It's the perfect summer shade, and you can see how beautifully this formula goes on. But I will warn you, this polish is quite the stainer, so if you care about staining, I would double up on my base coat, but it's so worth it. The next polish that is up is Blue Rizzler. Blue Rizzler is a blue-violet shade with pink iridescent micro shimmer in a crushed holographic formula. I know a lot of people dislike this polish because of the name, but if you're one of those people, you're missing out. I don't really get the name. I mean, I know what Riz means, but I don't get the pun. I guess it's supposed to be like blue raspberry. But anyway, I just love this blurple shade. It's so gorgeous. And again, it's in that crushed holo formula that just applies so beautifully. I don't think I have to say much more. Y'all can just see how pretty this one is. The next polish that is up is Crystal Skies, which is a muted gray-blue polish with holographic silver, diamond or square shaped glitters, and blue iridescent glitter. I know this polish may not seem too interesting, but it really is so beautiful, especially in person. This polish reminds me of a rainy day in the best way possible. I wasn't sure how I felt about squared glitters at first. I thought I wasn't that into it based on the promo pics and stuff, but when I tried this polish, I really do like it. The next polish that is up is Tax Haven, a multi-chromatic formula that shifts between bronze and gold with scattered holographic gold glitter. Seasonally, I think this polish works super well for summer as it gives a bronzed goddess, I'm tanning by the beach vibe, and it also works super well for fall. I actually wore this polish on Thanksgiving last year. There also appears to be a pop of a reddish shimmer under direct light, and you can see how this polish just glows and shifts. And I love the addition of the holo glitters, just giving it that extra sparkle. The next polish that is up is Waste of Space. This polish has red and blue iridescent flakes and scattered holographic glitters in a black jelly formula. This is a galaxy in a bottle. It has so much depth and dimension, and when you build it up in 2 or 3 coats, the black jelly base looks very warm toned, kind of like there's a red shimmer, but I think it's just the red flakies giving it that look. The next polish that is up is Indigo Away. Sorry for the little image of my profile pic blocking some of this swatch. You could just see my reflection so clearly in this swatch, and it was a really unflattering angle. And yes, I know you can see it a little bit in Waste of Space too, but it's not that clear, so I don't care. Anyway, this polish is a deep purple indigo shade in a creme formula. Holo Taco's cremes are super nice, and I think Indigo Away is very versatile, as in it works well with a lot of different toppers, which is what Holo Taco as a brand is all about, transforming your polish with a fun topper. So I wanted to demonstrate this one with Aurora Unicorn Skin. I love Holo Taco's unicorn skins. They offer a bunch of different colors, but my favorite over darker shades is definitely Aurora Unicorn Skin, which is described as an iridescent color shifting topper with flakies that are predominantly purple blue and shift to pink. You can see how beautiful this looks over Indigo Away and how it transforms a simple creme. Also, if you add a scattered or flaky Holo Taco on top, you have a galaxy on your nails. Side note, this is my second time filming this because the first time I used a clear swatch wheel, and I noticed when I was more than halfway done that you could see my reflection so clearly in every swatch, so that's fun. The next polish that is up is Peri-Social, another creme polish in a bright periwinkle shade. You can see this application better since I don't have to block my reflection in this one. It's so creamy and pretty much opaque in one coat, but I did 2 for good measure. If you're into wearing just a creme on its own, this shade of periwinkle is so pretty, especially for spring. If you want to take it up a notch, Lunar Unicorn Skin is the perfect topper for it. The flakies in this one are predominantly pink, purple, and shift to yellow-green. Unlike Aurora Unicorn Skin, which works best over darker colors, Lunar Unicorn Skin works best with lighter colors, and it's gonna look gorgeous over any lighter or pastel shades you put it over. Like y'all see the way Peri-Social is glowing now? This is an elite combo, and I cannot recommend Lunar Unicorn Skin enough. The next polish that is up is Butter Me Up, which is a whipped buttercream shade in a creme formula. I've noticed butter yellow is very trendy this spring, and this is the perfect polish for butter yellow nails. Yellow is also notoriously the most difficult color to formulate in a polish, but you can see this one is very creamy, opaque, self-leveling, and looks so delicious I want to eat it. If you want your butter nails to have a glazed donut vibe, I would top it with Halogen Glow. Halogen Glow is a yellow, pink, green iridescent shimmer topper. I love the way this looks over Butter Me Up. On camera, super close up, you can see the shimmer particles, but with your eyes from arm's length away, it just looks like it's glowing from within, and it's so gorgeous. I wore this combo as a pedicure last month, and I loved it. The next polish that is up is Milky White Shimmer, which is a milky white jelly base with fine white shimmer, which will give it a clean, glowing look. Holo Taco has released a lot of specialty whites, but this one might be my favorite. When there's holo or a bunch of other stuff added to a white, it can make the base lean more like a dove gray, which is also pretty if that's what you're going for, but when you're craving a white but you want a little extra sparkle to it and you don't want it to look like whiteout on your nails, this polish is the one. I will say it's not the most self-leveling formula ever, so if you want the more sheer look with visible nail line in 1 to 2 coats, I would be careful in application to work in thin layers and float your coats, but if you want a fuller coverage look with 3 coats, I find it will cover up any mistakes from your past layers just fine. And to elevate this polish a bit, I would top it with Gold Flake Taco. Again, as an accent nail, this combo is class and elegance. Gold Flake Taco is a warm-toned metallic gold asymmetric foil flake topper. The flakes will lay nice and flat on your nails, and again, this is the perfect shade of gold. I find the flakes in this topper are pretty densely packed, so if you want a slightly more dispersed look, you have to wipe off the brush a bit more. I'm assuming HOLO Taco made it this way on purpose so you can easily customize how packed or dispersed you want the flakes on your nails. The next polish that is up is Oat Couture. Oat Couture is a cool ivory shade and a crushed holographic formula. I cannot say enough good things about the entire Holo Barista collection. I'm demonstrating Oat Couture, which is my favorite, but any of the 5 neutral shades are going to be stunning. You can choose whether you want a shade that matches more close with your skin tone or more contrasting. Either way, this formula is amazing, and because it's just a crushed holo without an additional micro shimmer or anything, it looks so smooth and clean. I love the barista shades for when I want a neutral palette cleanser or need a more professional look for something. I also love it on my toes because I know it's going to match any nail color I choose to do, and I just love the subtle sparkles. 10 out of 10 for the Holo Barista collection, one of HOLO Taco's best. The next polish that is up is Cloud 9. Cloud 9 is a light baby pink jelly base with an iridescent cyan micro shimmer. I like that this polish has a cyan shimmer instead of blue. A lot of brands love doing pink with a blue shimmer, but because this one is cyan, it's a bit more subtle and less contrasty than blue would be, which I like as it just adds a nice subtle shimmer and glow to the pink. This polish is a bit brush strokey, so again, I'd be careful to work in thin, straight coats while floating your brush if you don't like that look, but also it's not as brush strokey as a true pearl polish would be. Finally, I wanted to show all the toppers I showed earlier in the same order on this swatch wheel without a base. I'm using a whitish beige swatch wheel instead of clear, so I guess this is how they'd look over white pretty much. And then I want to show how they'd look over black, so I painted 1 coat black over them. I didn't include the swatch footage because as you can see me waving here, you could see my reflection very clearly, but you can trust me, it lives up to the name and it covered everything in just 1 coat. And here are all the toppers again in the same order over black. I'm finishing off by adding a top coat over everything. I'm using Glossy Taco, which I like, but this is the only top coat I've ever tried, so I have no point of comparison. I did recently order the Cuticula Limitless top coat from Polish Pickup, so maybe I can form a more solid opinion on this after I try some other brands. But yeah, with all that, here's the finished swatch wheel. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, even if it's one that I didn't show, and what's on your wish list if you plan on shopping the sale. Also, if you haven't noticed, this is my first video and my first time doing swatches, so any advice on how I can improve for the future would be appreciated. Also, here are my hands. Just wanted to say hi and introduce you to my hands. I'll do swatches on my actual nails too in the future, but since it's my first time and I'm still figuring stuff out, I thought a swatch wheel would be easier and because I had a lot of polishes to share today. I also still haven't decided which finger I want to use as my swatch finger or fingers, so yeah, decisions that still have to be made. If you're curious, I'm currently wearing Cadillac's Stellar Evolution, which was from March PPU. If you're interested in it, it was pretty popular, so there's a chance it might come back for a rewind in July. But yeah, I think that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!